All right, we are back. My apologies for that slight delay. For some reason, YouTube is so iffy of late, but nonetheless, let's continue the engagement on Hylos. The Hylos escaping, but the engagement onto Death Eater. Do you getting that arrow onto Brody, but not getting Brody out of the situation? As we do see, Suyu does that, goes for that quick rotation, gets the litho.
That's a retry down from the side of Alchemy X. So no retry going into the first turtle of the match. So they definitely have to delay this turtle, giving his team enough time to get that retry back for this objective. So definitely going to be an interesting fight. We already see this Badang getting into position onto the back line, just getting ready to poke that Suyu. And both teams are just hovering here around. Let's see who gets the first engagement. Suyu goes into everyone. We do see that Freezing Glacier and the Badang also first crack onto the wall. Gets taken down. The Suyu continued engagement here. Aurora passive gets procced. Immune very low. Aurora gets taken down. We do see that Guinevere combos and also commits that wall once again, just zoning everyone out. Hayabusa going for that Lord. We do see Guinevere zoning here. Will they get the engagement? The knockoff from the Matilda alt is there. Once again, oh, beautiful engagement here from that Guinevere, but not getting that Hayabusa. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, Death Eater 14 getting that solo kill onto the Mia.
Yeah, this is crazy. I don't know what's currently going on. Like this of problems, but what an engagement. What a team fight. That was like a brawl fest at the objective.
Awesome. Brody in a lot of trouble here. Sensing that Mia, we do see that Sharingan coming out, sensing the danger and just getting back to safety. So well played there. But yeah, overall, I do see there's a few people just complaining here of McDonald's Wi-Fi in the stream. I don't know what's going on with YouTube tonight.
Nah, there's no delay on my end. I'm just doing a speed test quickly of Shrooms, if you can just keep that radio up and
Oh,
running.
beautiful engagement. Yeah, we do see that Lawrence Pathway and a Freezing Glacier already popped up. Brody getting that kill. Suyu not done getting the kill onto that Valer. We do see that Suyu with a double kill. Brody flicker out. So that's a 2-for-1 exchange coming out for the side of Alchemix. They're not done yet. Suyu underneath the turtle onto Brody. We do see him just deleting everyone. But that's a Mia stun coming down. Brody in a lot of trouble, gets taken down. There's another kill coming out from Alchemy X as they do lock onto this first tier 1 turret in the bot lane. Just not enough damage to delete it yet, but gets taken down overall. So good engagement coming out from Alchemy X. Kaza in a very interesting position here, going for that small invader on the top lane while they set up for that turtle. This is the second turtle of the match. We already see Alchemy X having that 1k gold lead. We do see engagement here onto the Guinevere. First crack onto the wall. Valley here with the stuns, and Guinevere gets melted. Meanwhile, Arthur Clown and the rest of Alchemy X already in position. Pit Bomb makes the rotation all the way from the bot lane as they do head into this turtle. We Glorious Pathway might be committed here to save it. Glory Pathway onto that. Suyu gets out. Suyu into the backline. Freezing Glacier onto that high booster, giving Suyu the chance to get that retry off. And the engagement continues. High booster gets stunned out by the Suyu. We do see the shadow kill coming out. Just doing enough damage to take down that Suyu as Hayabusa falls back to safety. Another solo kill coming out from Death Eater 14. 1v1 on the gold lane. GG's to Immortal Order in that exchange.
Oh, this is crazy plays playing out here. Currently, the kill advantage in favor of Immortal Order. Just just before the 6-minute mark, Immortal Order also has that 600 gold lead, gold advantage. But yeah, this match is going like back and forth, as we do see Immortal Order picks up picks up the first tier 1 turret and getting a pick of kill onto Art the Clown playing the Matilda. So yeah, I have to say this is a tight match.
But one thing I have to just mention is I'm glad that Death Eater listened to my advice and picked up that Brody, and he's also actually working on that Moskov and Harith. So that is a major change away from the Leslie one trick, Clint one trick, and he's getting a massive hero pool currently. And Guinevere also not having a good time in this gold lane. Immortal Order putting a lot of pressure here. We do see Matilda with ults committed to you into the mix, but not doing enough damage. Glorious Pathway comes out defensively just to get back to safety. See you not done yet, but gets stunned out by the Valor. That's a lot of damage being done. Freezing Glacier comes out defensively. And both teams disengage, but Suyu just doing a lot of damage. Hylos in a lot of trouble. Immortal Order definitely needs to disengage from this fight as everyone is so low.
Yeah, the next turtle is going to spawn up in the next 8 seconds. Immortal Order gets the pick-off kill onto Maya. However, we do see the engagement from Brody onto the squad of 3. We do see Brody gets eliminated by Chemical with the Guinevere. So, this does allow Alchemy X to get the rotation and set up at the turtle. As we do see the Suyu does take his blue buff. However, we do see the engagement onto Suyu. Hylos is on there. However, he does pop the second skill and the Glorious Pathway is in. Will we see the wall crack from Badug? Oh, Hayabusa onto Suyu. Just casting his Shadow Ninjas. Not capitalizing or letting go of his Shadow kill as we do. Hayabusa does start the third and final turtle of the match. Let's go.
Beautiful. We do see the airways from the Matilda coming out. The second Eagle just trying to get the team into a position, but rather falling back to safety. So overall, good engagement from both teams. Immortal Order currently having that it's already a 2.4k gold lead going to their side, as well as the 4 kill advantage. So there is a split rotation here. Alchemy X going to the top lane, Immortal Order rotating to the bot lane. That's a flicker out from the Badanga as well. So there's going to be interesting engagement. We do see in the bot lane, they onto this Suyu getting a lot of damage here from the Valor and the Hylos combination. They're putting a lot of pressure on Alchemy, trying to force out this bot lane. Pete in a lot of danger. He pops that ultimate just to get back to safety as they do disengage into protect the turtle. We do see it's shadow kill onto the Melissa as well. Matilda, and gets taken down. So another kill going to the side of Immortal Order.
Yeah, as Brody does get the pick off onto Maya. So we do see the engagement onto Death Eater. However, Suyu on the set play onto Brody. Does take down Brody with his skill combination. Jadora just pushing back the Hayabusa. The turtle did go in favor of Immortal Order, so that was a 1-for-2 exchange. Immortal Order currently having a 2.1k gold lead. However, Hylos into the mix, trying to get that set onto Chemical or Suyu, but not getting that engagement set or with that arrow onto Hylos.
Immortal doing a good job here camping, and we do see Hayabusa committing the shadow kill onto 4, not doing enough damage, and gets back. We do see Matilda with the second eagle, see into the backline. Ghidorah gets knocked off from the Valor, but pushes everyone back. Do you see that's a full engagement? We do see that, how beautiful, freezing glacier coming out from that Aurora, Suyu into the mix, but Brody just surviving everything. Mia deleting that Brody in response. We do see that flicker combo coming out from the Guinevere as well as the Suyu. First crack onto 3, but that's already a 3-4. Nothing is changed coming out from Alchemy X. As Suyu continues the engagement, we do see him backing out from that Badang. And they get back to safety. Second Eagle once again onto the backline. Ghidorah gets taken down, but Suyu and Badang gets that revenge kill. So that was overall a 4-for-1 exchange from Alchemy X, and that gives them the opportunity to have a free Lord. So that's the first Lord of the match going uncontested to Alchemy X.
Yeah, Immortal Order definitely needs to respect the set plays coming in from Suyu. I mean, that was the engagement was started by the Matilda. Suyu just following up, get a perfect stun onto 3, and well, yeah. When the Brody got taken down, that just allowed Alchemy X to come in and start finishing the job. So could this potentially be the turnaround that Alchemy X wanted? Could this give them that opening to push and get the objectives back on the map? So just before the 11-minute mark, Immortal Order still has that 2-kill advantage. However, Alchemy X has the 600 gold lead. I will get the builds up now in a second, as we do see Marja is storming, power walking in the mid lane. Death Eater, who should be in the back line, is in the back line. Just the flickering away from Guinevere there. Oh, the engagement.
We do see the engagement from the Matilda. ult not landing. Alchemy X doing a good job here, just zoning everyone and gets back to safety. So the Lord did crash in the mid lane, but couldn't take down that turret. But they focusing on this bot turret. Mia doing a lot of damage onto the turret, but Immune successfully defending this lane with the help of Death Eater. As the other three members of Immortal Order rotating to the top lane with Alchemy X, they really need to watch out for this Matilda Su combo, as well as that backline dive potential from the Guinevere. That's a very good combo. We do see the combo coming out from the Badang and the Haya. Haya not doing enough damage onto that Matilda, and she gets back to safety. So that's a no-kill engagement coming out from the teams.
Yeah, Immortal Order should just get those waves unevenly pushed. Alchemy X is currently getting the lines in sync. It's only the bot lane that is not in sync. But look at that, just that with that one Lord that Alchemy X did pick up. Look at how low the tier 2 turrets are. It's bot lane, mid lane, so close to destruction. As I say that, Pit Pompies comes and takes the tier 2 turret in the bot lane. However, the Matilda Airwaves is on to Brody. But we do see Valeria coming in there into the engagement. Maya does get him down. The shutdown kill coming from Brody onto Maya. Hylos not getting that set play onto Matilda or the Aurora. But down coming for the rotation. If Hylos could get that set play, that would have been a beautiful outcome in favor of Immortal. But that doesn't mean we should continue delving into the past. This is the present. And what will be the future? Who will pick up the dubs? Will it be Alchemy X or will it be Immortal Order?
Oh, we do see a bat of the jungles here in the top lane. We do see that shadow kill coming out from the Hayabusa. Su just dashes away. That is a retro committed from the Su as well. We do see a full engagement here from the Hylos onto Alchemy X. Su gets taken down. The Brody gets taken down by the Suyu. Matilda with that circling eagle popping onto the backline. Knock up onto 2. Suyu is back into the mix. Once again ready for damage, but rather not committing. Knowing that Lord is up and Immortal Order is down one member. Will Immortal Order go for that steal with a Hayabusa retry, or will they leave it uncontested? And the answer is uncontested Lord to the side of Alchemy X. So overall, we do see both teams having a very good back and forth here. Immortal Order just needs to watch out for that engagement before the Lord. We do see the Hylos onto 1. That's a freezing glacier coming out. Valor very low. We do see circling eagle onto Hylos. Hylos gets deleted, saving his Valor. Guys are with the camp here. Death Eater back into the mix, and they both retreat back to safety, knowing the Lord is going to storm down any second. Death Eater trying to defend the mid lane. Will we see a full engagement here onto him? Will he get caught out? Su just poking with that skill shot of his and gets back to safety.
Guinevere onto the Badang. Gets that second skill combo. The Glacier just coming in from Aurora. However, we did see Matilda getting picked off by the Brody. However, I'm just looking at, I took a glance at the build. Brody has a roam item. Roam boots. Roam boots. Why? Do you know?
Yeah. So the reason is your Waylander picks up roam boots on 8 minutes. Then around the 13 to 14 minute mark, if your marksman doesn't do get a lot of kills, you can pick up that roam boots just for that extra. I mean, it doesn't affect you. It's not boding bad. So it can either work or it does nothing. So it costs no gold, then it can only do good things if you get assists.
Okay, 100%. All right, so we do see the wraparound play coming in here from Alchemy X. Brody onto Chemical. However, we do see the Hylos into the mix as well. Does get that stun up, but Guinevere does respond. And Maya, with that crit proc damage, gets a double kill. Will we see a triple kill? Yes, sir. Will we see a Maniac? Maniac going to Pit Pompies. That's a 4-for-0 exchange in favor of Alchemy X. Hayabusa at just this point, just going for the split push. But we do see Alchemy X going to take that last tier 2 turret and crashing onto the tier 3 turret. It's only Hayabusa left here to defend the base. Will Hayabusa be able to do something?
We might see end here. Oh!
Engagement onto Hayabusa. Suyu gets the kill. That's a team wipeout, and game set match goes to Alchemy X. GG's well played. This was a tight game in the beginning, but Alchemy X just putting their foot down, switching a gear, and returning. So Suyu picking up the MVP for the side of Alchemy X, and Chidora Chitara picking up the MVP for Immortal Order with Valir. Anyway,
Bro, he's gonna diss you in WhatsApp chat after this.
I know. That was the reason going for that. But nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us tonight. My apologies for the technical difficulties. We will be back with the Academy tomorrow night. If the African Conquest Cup is still up, please go and support Waylander on the cast there. So please hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Oh, Shrimsy, any last words for you before I end the stream?
GG. So remember, once again, tomorrow the final group stages of the academic classes will be up and running. We will see all 6 teams participate in this once again to finalize the practice matches. And then next week, as you know, we are heading into the knockout stages, the elimination of the academic classes. So that's going to be definitely action packed coming up next week. But GG's to both teams, all teams playing tonight. We did see Alchemy X having a good comeback, dominating the mid game, securing that victory. And of course, Code Red versus Econ. Econ having also dominating performance to that regard. So GG's to all teams. And that is me, Oshumzi. Goodbye and good night.
As he said, from the Waylander Gaming crew, it's going to be goodbye and good night. Please go and show your support and love on the other stream. But without further ado, stay safe, don't do drugs. Well, tomorrow night.